is good, beer is good, beer is good, and stop.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this episode of The Beer Chasers. I'm Preston. We're joined once again by Nate Palm. Nate, how's it going?
You know what? I'm kind of hungry today, which is a good thing since we're here at Mad Beach Brewing Company in Madeira Beach, Florida.
Yes, it's been about 7 or 8 months we've been out here. The kitchen is now fully operational, so we're going to talk with Tyson today. We're going to try some of their food, drink some more of the beer. Nate, you ready to go?
Oh, of course I'm ready to go.
Let's drink some beer and eat some food. All right, so we're joined by Tyson, kitchen manager here at Mad Beach Brewing. Tyson, how's it going?
It's going great. How are you guys doing today?
Awesome, man. Thank you. Well, as always, thank you for having us. It's been about 7 or 8 months we've been at Mad Beach. We touched base as the kitchen was being built, but here we are, fully operational. Talk about what we got going on today.
Well, what we got going on today is we're just continuing to grow and, get our name out there with a lot of our local guests as well as the tourists that come and visit the Johns Pass Village all year round. We got the bus now, which I think the last time you were here was just a yellow half slab of a bus.
Yeah.
Local artist Derek Donnelly with St. Paint Arts came by and did his beautiful mural on it for us.
It was great.
Yeah. And the kitchen staff, these guys are bulletproof right now.
Yeah, so you guys have been through your kind of soft launch. You guys are now kind of fully up and running. Mm-hmm. So what can people expect when they come out to Mad Beach? What's the food menu like? Is it going to be straight up like beachy? Is it going to be culinary? Like kind of what's the gig?
Well, it's a combination of both the things you just touched on, as well as, we bring in a Caribbean influence as well, with a little Southern influence. Obviously, the whole pirate feel of Mad Beach and the Johns Pass Village in itself. Yeah.
And all I know is that we were so excited for this to open up at some point anyway, just because the food here's okay, but we were waiting for this. We were going to get some really good food up in here.
Yeah, we filmed our first time. We went to a couple places, and it was just like, well, you're on the beach, be happy. The food was pretty terrible, the service was terrible, but you're on the beach. That was kind of the attitude. We know talking to Matt that, that wasn't going to be the case. It was going to be high-quality food, but still the great service, great customer service that we've always expected from Mad Beach.
Absolutely, and the food, just like the beers, everything's handcrafted right here on site. Like I always tell our guests, especially the ones that are first-timers, we got the beers handcrafted right here. Every recipe on the menu is handcrafted right inside our humble food truck, as we like to call it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fresh from the scratch ingredients.
And you guys do some beer infusion with those foods as well, with the stuff that's made right here on premise.
A little more than some. We use about 5 gallons of our amber ale a week.
Wow, nice.
In the recipes, as well as some of the other beers as well.
Cool. Can you talk about some of the staples? Like, what are some of the go-tos that people have to try when they come out here?
Well, one of the main go-tos, I think, especially for someone like yourself, is going to be the jelly donut burger.
Okay.
No, it's definitely called that one. I mean, you're talking about a donut, and then 100% ground Angus chuck burger, topped off with raspberry jam, and then 2 strips of apple with smoked bacon, smoked cheddar, and then another jelly donut, and then powdered sugar as a garnish.
Okay. I'm dumb enough to eat that, definitely. Like, there's no question there.
Intelligence is not required to enjoy that burger.
Even
Absolutely.
Better.
Okay. What else? Sell me on something else.
Our nachos. I mean, it literally is one of our marquee items because everything about it, again, is handcrafted. We take white corn tortillas that are locally sourced, cut them, fry them into chips in-house. Pico de Gallo made fresh daily. We use our beer cheese instead of some out-of-the-can nacho cheese. Pulled pork goes on as a 3-day procedure between brine and overnight roast. Wow. And we finish it off with a cilantro lime crema.
I think I'm now officially drunk more saliva than beer today.
Right.
That all sounds so freaking amazing.
And
go ahead.
I was just going to say, you can't neglect the mac and cheese. Fire roasted jalapeno bacon mac and cheese with a white cheddar Mornay sauce and toasted yellow cheddar on top. I mean, it's excellent.
It all sounds great. So being on the beach, I think people are going to want some seafood. What's some of your seafood wares?
Well, we feature mussels that are from Prince Edward Island, Canada, and those are steamed in I'm sorry, should I just stop, my friend?
That's a good pain.
They're steamed in a broth that we make using our Life's a Beach, which, again, the orange honey wheat. So that in itself with some tomato and fresh mint cilantro and basil comes out really nice. We have our Drunken Monkey Shrimp, which is really what we started to get out there for the seafood festival. There's our shrimp that are sauteed with a coconut milk broth that has sweet Thai chili as well as bacon, rum, whole host of ingredients in there.
Well,
finished
you just
off
said
with
bacon
some
and
cilantro.
rum, so
So cool. So it sounds like we have some tough choices here. So let's take a look at the menu. We'll order some up. Maybe you can talk through it while we eat it.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So we'll cut real quick, grab some food. We'll be right back. All right, so we have returned. Tyson has brought us some of his delicious wares. Nate, what exactly do we go with?
What we have the okay. What we have spread out across this table, we have the triple threat, which was the pulled pork, the pork belly, and the burger. We have, what kind of wings we got?
There are Tyson Sweet Heat wings.
There we go. And the Drunk Monkey.
The Drunk Monkey shrimp with, it looks like plantain chips.
Yep, those are in-house fried tostones.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
So also we have some beer pairings that go along with the food. So what do we want to start with first?
Well, I think we start with the Drunken Monkey shrimp. I know you guys got a knife and fork over there, so I know, Nate, that's what you were looking forward to the most.
Crossed you there.
What you got there is jumbo Gulf shrimp that are seared with a coconut milk, cilantro, Jamaican rum, sweet chili sauce, ginger, garlic. Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Oh, you cut yours. All right, you're classy.
A little bit.
And out of your flight, I have our Madeira Vice IPA to pair with that. And what's really nice is the strong, hot flavors in there will kind of offset the creamy coconut milk sauce.
That's so good.
Love it.
That is really good. Okay,
That's
so
one right here.
you said the Vice?
Let's be the third one in.
Third one in.
And that makes it even better.
Oh yeah. Talk a little bit about food and pairing. Kind of what do you want to go for?
Well, for me, as a chef, and a chef that's also a beer geek, I love going with two types of pairings, one being the complementary and one being contrasting. The IPA served with this coconut broth is a little bit of the contrasting. Like we were saying before, the hop, both the aromas as well as the hop bitterness will help cut through that a little bit. But then it's the citrusy aspect is a little contrasting to the actual coconut milk sauce.
Very cool. Gotta chew through this.
Yeah.
Delicious. I don't want to eat it too fast, but
Yeah, no.
Oh, says you.
Yeah, Nate's doing that for you, so you're fine.
very cool.
But while I might be eating a little faster, my mouth is just filled with all those different flavors and everything, and there's so many flavors going on there, and it's just like each one pops out like as you go. You can taste that kind of that kind of Indian flavor that you're talking
Absolutely.
about with that little bit of curry. There, you can taste the coconut milk. You can taste like the bacon and the rum. Like it just all starts coming out one by one and just really explodes in your mouth.
Absolutely. It really is one of the dishes that really best showcases what we're doing here in the kitchen at Mad
Yeah.
Beach.
And then you do have the beer, which is kind of on the bitter side, so you're contrasting some of that sweetness, like you said. So you're kind of getting a palate cleanse at the same time, but it does play well together. Very nice.
Absolutely.
No, exactly. Like you're saying with the palate cleanse. So after each of that, like I said, so many flavors. It bounces it nicely, but it does cleanse. So when you take that next bite of it again, it's like experiencing it all over again, which is
Absolutely.
fine by me.
Absolutely. The other two pairings that we have with the other dishes that you have are more of the complementary aspect.
Okay.
And I think we can dive into the wings next. Again, we're pairing that with our American Pale Ale, the Dolphin Drool. So, something like that, subtle citrus notes from the hopping.
Should I be dipping into the sauce you got
absolutely. This is our blue cheese dressing that we
Go
make
one
in-house.
make it. Go one make it.
there? Okay, fine. I'll do. You know me. I love naked. So yeah.
Dude, that's really great. Some sweet, some heat.
It's the only sauce that we have for the wings, but it's a little bit over medium when it comes to like the heat level that you normally find at restaurants. Kind of like I always say, you don't need 30 sauces if you got one really great one.
No, that's fantastic. I've never tasted anything quite like that.
Okay.
What'd you say it was again exactly?
It's based on actually Frank's buffalo wing sauce, and to it I add molasses, brown sugar, Jamaican rum. We only use Appleton's in our kitchen, so I'm not buying that cheap stuff.
Which is amazing because I hate Frank's usually. That's like the last one I go for if I ever go for a hot sauce, Frank's. But
Absolutely.
it
And
actually
then,
works out really well.
and then we ramp up the heat in it with chipotle peppers.
Oh, nice.
Where should we go beer style?
Beer style, we're going with that Dolphin Drool American Pale Ale. Again, like I was saying, the complementary aspect of it, a little maltier than an IPA,
Yeah.
a little less on the hop notes. It just kind of washes away that heat and lets you go back for another round.
That sweetness actually pulls out that sweetness that is hiding in the wing.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
That's fantastic. I got it back in here. Sorry.
No, of course. And of course, we pair that with a blue cheese dressing that we make from scratch in-house.
Scratch in-house blue cheese.
Scratch in-house blue cheese dressing.
All right, I love naked, but I'm covering this guy.
I'll go celery.
Here's blue cheese crumbles
Holy
mixed with
crap.
buttermilk.
I never liked something dressed so much before.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's actually 100% fat-free. No, it's not.
No. Okay. 100%
No.
fat.
No, it's not.
There was no quip for that one. I was
Yeah.
just kind of stunned.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
How was that? It's actually they take the reduced fat and put it in that, so it's
Yeah.
like extra fat. All right. So I know we got some sliders over here.
Absolutely. The sliders, like we were saying, they're the triple threat. And, all that simply means is, we give you a little example of 3 different things that we serve on the menu.
Okay.
We got the burger, 100% ground Angus chuck, served with our IPA mustard that we make using our Madeira Beach IPA that y'all sampled with the Drunken Monkey shrimp. Throw a nice pickle that we do house brine pickles here on a toasted coca bun. And the coca bun is a Cuban-style hamburger bun that we get from La Segunda Central Bakery in Ybor City.
Oh, nice. So you try to stay as local as possible for a lot of this.
Absolutely, and continuing with the fat-free aspect, all of the buns that we serve here, whether it be for the full-size burgers or the sliders, are toasted in bacon fat.
As it should be.
As it should
Everything should be toasted in bacon fat. As a doctor, I'm telling you this.
And in addition to the burger, we have the barbecue pulled pork version, topped with slaw, also fresh made in-house, and a pork belly slider that we brine for 2 days, and then we roast it overnight and serve it with a guava jelly.
So the pork belly, that's not just fat-free, that's actually on the diet's menu, right?
That's right. That's right. Looking for your low-calorie diner right there.
Right.
Let's start burger first. Let's go right
Okay.
ahead. Oh, it's incredible again. No words.
Luckily, I have lots of words for things, but awesome is definitely one of them. Also, I love the spices you're using in it as well.
Yep.
So it's not just a regular burger. You don't just eat that and go, oh, okay, good meat. It's great meat, but it's also got so much flavor in it.
Well, we use a traditional burger seasoning that we also mix with a bit of a Latin spice as well. So, again, in keeping with the low Caribbean type of influences that we have here, a lot of that goes hand in hand.
And which one was supposed to pair with the burger?
That would be the amber, is what we select on the menu to pair with our triple threat sliders, because the balanced nature of that beer goes so well with each one of the 3 sliders.
And something we didn't touch on, I think if it's not everything, there is some sort of suggested pairing on the menu. So
Correct.
you can always order the right beer and the right food. So you don't have to come here and try to guess and figure it out after afterwards.
Absolutely.
It's right there for you.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful pairing.
Absolutely.
It's sweet, and it complements that so much.
Yeah.
There's so much happiness going on right now. I said at the beginning of the episode I was hungry, and this actually makes me hungrier because it's so flavorful that I actually am trying to make room so I can eat even more later.
Well, fortunately, y'all decided to split those, so I think you definitely will have some extra room.
Yeah, well, a little bit of everything. Give it a shot. Nate, you pick the next one.
Since you know I am very health conscious, I think we need to try the pork belly.
Pork belly.
Absolutely.
Right in.
Now, the only thing keeping me from getting jealous of you two right now is that I eat this stuff all the time, so...
Why would you do this to me? This is so... this puts bacon to shame. I love my bacon, but this puts bacon to shame.
We do offer a full-size version of that, where it's a 6-ounce slab of the pork belly served with onion rings called the beer belly sandwich, so...
So what you're telling me is you don't want me to live. You want me to have a cardiac arrest within one day, because it's going to happen, because I will sit here and I'll eat every little thing on that menu.
And like I always say to people, look at it this way. It takes the worst years off your life. It's not robbing of your 20s.
Yeah.
You know, so...
pooping in a diaper.
And it's so worth it. I'd happily die at 60 if this is what I'm eating every day. So
Any good fan with that one, or
amber for all of them, right?
Yeah, the amber is the, again, on the menu, like you were saying, everything is paired with something, and we just put the one pairing with the triple threat sliders because the amber ale does pair so well with each one of the 3 sliders.
So great.
One thing is nice. I think what the amber ale really pairs nicely with is that cocoa bread you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like that Cuban bread pairs amazingly with that beer.
Well, there is a subtle sweetness in the cocoa buns, and again, that's the buns that we use for all of our burgers and sandwiches here, with the exception of the barbecue pork sandwich that we do on a pretzel roll. But
I love pretzel rolls.
yeah, absolutely.
So I guess we move on to the pulled pork.
The pulled pork, like the pork belly, is brined for 2 days before a slow overnight roast in a Cuban style. I'm sorry. So.
I love food too much. I think it's an addiction, a sickness. I think I need help.
Again, great. I love that sweetness. That bun is legit. I love that bun.
Yeah, it's great. It's got a nice density to keep it from getting soggy, underneath the burgers or any of the other sandwiches, but it's not like pound cake dense either.
No, especially with pulled pork, because usually when you have pulled pork, it soaks into that bun.
Absolutely.
And there is no bun. It's just a gooey, oil-soaked thingy. But
Absolutely.
it's collected, it is contained, it is flavorful, it is sweet. You got a hint of that spice there. That's
Absolutely.
Dude, it's fantastic. Well, listen, I don't want to keep you too long in the kitchen. I know you got some stuff going on back there. Just want to say thank you again. We always love Mad Beach, love coming out. Great hospitality, great food, great beer, great location. I mean, you pretty much have it all. So, in closing, is there anything you want to tell the Beer Chaser audience?
Just give us a chance. Come out, check out what we have. But like you were saying, the combination of the beer, the food, the ambiance, our wonderful staff. We really have something unique going on here in the Tampa Bay area, which is such a great beer community to begin with.
Yeah.
We're just happy to be a part of it.
Awesome. Nate, you got anything?
It's so good. It's all so good. The flavors are good. They're complex and they're interesting and they're flavorful and they're different. So even if you order something simple, like wings, it's
Wings are
different.
incredible.
And
I
it's
love that sauce
special.
so much.
It's flavorful.
I'm ready to get back in there. So I'm going to wrap this thing up. I'm Preston, Nate, Tyson. We're the Beer Chasers. We'll see you later.
Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good, and stop. Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good. Let's go drink some beer. Beer.